Now with Kameelah being a Pisces, Kameelah Williams, March 8th, 1978, with her being a Pisces, she is also a mutable sign. So she also has the ability to go with the flow. She also has the ability to change at any given moment. She also has the ability to, like I said, move and shake. The movers and shakers of the world, you know what I mean? So with that being said, and her being a Pisces, what do we know about Pisces? Pisces is a water sign, so this is going to add even more mobility, but this is going to add a lot of emotion to her. So where this for LeMisha and Iris is more of just them expressing a skill, them expressing, you see what I'm saying? It's more of like a skill, it's more of a form of communication for them. This is really more emotional for her. This is really more a part of who she is. She was raised in the church. She was raised singing. She started singing when she was 2, 3. It wasn't like in the church, you see what I'm saying? It's very emotional for her. It was very personal for her. So, and she was always by herself, you see what I'm saying? So it was very a personal thing for her. It's a very emotional connection for her. So, as opposed to them where it was more of a community thing, it was more of a communication thing, it was more of a sister, siblings in the house having fun, dancing around, singing. For Kameelah, it was more of an emotional thing, more of a church thing, more of a, like I said, just a way more of an emotional connection to the singing and what she was actually, you know what I mean, doing in the church and all of that. Like, that's a lot of water. You see what I'm saying? That's a bunch of water. Like, you all in church, you singing, everybody crying. You see that water. It's just water. It's an emotional thing. You see what I'm saying? So, Pisces is ruled by Jupiter and Neptune. So, what do we know about Jupiter? We know that Jupiter is a planet of expansion. Jupiter is all about growth. Jupiter is all about wisdom. Jupiter is all about, the religions and belief systems and things like that. So Jupiter is all about just that higher learning, that higher knowledge, and things like that. But Jupiter can also overindulge. Jupiter can also, extend itself. So you always have to be aware of that. Now with Pisces also being ruled by Neptune, this is going to bring that rose-colored glasses. This is going to bring that cloud. Neptune is going to bring that vibe. You know what I say about Neptune? Neptune is the vibes. Neptune is nebulous. Neptune, everything is everything. Remember that about Neptune. Everything is everything. You feel me? Ain't no boundaries, ain't no limits. Dreams and illusions and all of that. So when you think of Neptune, just remember that everything is everything. You gotta catch the vibe. You gotta be on the vibe. Everybody on the same wave. Unlike with Misha and Iris, who are air, their mutabilities and air, their mutabilities and their communication, her mutabilities and her emotions. So she's going to be like that with her emotions. Her emotions are going to change a lot. Her feelings are going to change a lot. You're going to notice how emotional that she is. You see what I'm saying? You're going to, because everything is everything. Remember that Neptune aspect. She's going to feel a way about everything. She's going to care about everything. She's going to always like the vibe to be a certain way. She's gonna always want it to feel a certain way. She's gonna always need a certain feeling before she can proceed, which can be an issue when you're the lead in the group. You see what I'm saying? When you're the lead in the group and you're feeling up and down, and you going with your emotions, and you can't just business is business and take the emotionals, take the emotions out of it, and you're unable to do that, and you're supposed to be a leader. That can become an issue because a lot of the times just think about it. Like when you're emotional, you're not thinking rational, you're not thinking logical, you're not thinking about what's best for the group. You're just thinking about how you're feeling and the feeling and the vibe and all of that. When at the end of the day, this is business. You see what I'm saying? This is business. It ain't about how you feel. This is business at the end of the day. So you're still responsible for these other members in the group, regardless of how you feel about it. You're still responsible for paying all these people that you got on the payroll. You're still responsible for earth shit, earth shit. Like, like they ain't gonna grasp that. So she's not. She's just going out the feeling. It feels good at the time. Everything's going good. She loves to sing. She's doing what she loves to do. She's living out her dream. You feel me? That Neptune. She's able to be on camera. She's able to be acting and whatnot. She's able to mutability, she's able to go in and out of characters and things like that, you know what I mean? She's got really enjoyed that aspect of it. She's able to put on that performance. She's able to, like I said, just move in and out, create the vibe, you know what I mean? Make people feel good, move people emotionally through her singing abilities and things like that. That's going to be the part that she takes to, more so than the communicating something or trying to get something across or just bouncing ideas off of one another and just being in the studio creating. She's going to want to feel some type of way. It's going to come from the inside of her. You see what I'm saying? She's going to have to develop some emotional attachment to it. Even with the group, she's going to have some emotional support from that group. She's going to have some type of attachment to these members, which we find out that she did, which you know, it wasn't gonna work out. That's all I'm saying. It just wasn't gonna work out. Like I said before about Pisces, they had a tendency to, just leave the water everywhere. You feel me? Just leave a little bit of water everywhere. They tend to drop everywhere. Remember, everything is everything. Remember those lack of boundary. So she may have had issues as far as boundaries and things like that, and just escaping and not wanting to deal with things, and always wanting to create a good vibe, and always wanting to see the bright side of things, and always wanting to, just get some emotional support, or just always like coming from that just coming from that with it, coming from the air with it, like, whereas, the air signs is more like, bro, let's talk about, whereas the air signs may have wanted to talk about it or sit down and communicate or wanted to just argue and get it out. You know how air signs do, just put it in the air. You know, air signs just want to put it in the air. That's going to make her feel some type of way. So she could be sitting there feeling some type of way, but she don't necessarily feel the need to put it in the air. You see what I'm saying? Whereas that might frustrate the two air signs, because they just want to talk about it, get through it, argue, whatever they have to do, fight, whatever, and move on about our business. But with her being water sign and taking that more personal, she's going to be a lot more subjective as far as anything that has to do with the group or anything that has to do with business. She's just going to be a lot more subjective person. It's going to be a lot less logic when it comes to how she deals with her group members and the business aspect. However, Pisces is in the second half of the zodiac, so I do believe Kameelah when she says that she did enjoy the group aspect. She never really wanted to be without the group, because remember that 12, that second half of the zodiac, is all about the other. It's all about the world. It's all about touching everybody. Remember that Pisces, everything is everything. They want to, put a little bit of water to everybody. What I tell you is drop to everybody. So they want to touch everybody. They want to be able to move everybody. They want to be able to put everybody on that same wave, on that same vibe. Remember that Neptune and that Jupiter combination is also going to give her that propensity to escape. It's always going to give her, that inkling, that itch to, run away. Remember that mutability. She's going to want to move. She's going to want to change. She's not going to want to, stay the same or stay put or just stay and deal with it. She's not fixed. She has that mutability, and it's emotional, it's subjective. So she's going to move based on how she's feeling. She's going to move based on emotion. She's going to move based on how the people around her feel and how the people around her are making her feel and things like that. You see what I'm saying? You see how this can become an issue, you feel me? When you in a group making money and this is business at the end of the day. You see how when you got this going on in your lead, it may lead to an issue eventually, you feel me? Especially when you deal with two Geminis. Like, they don't care about how you feel. Straight up, they liable to say anything, and you gonna catch a feeling every time a Gemini say something crap, bro. You gonna be mad all day, every day, straight up. Don't do it to yourself. But like I said, that second half, she is going to cater to the other. She is going to want to understand others. She is going to want to connect with others. She is going to want to have an emotional bond and a national touch, and a national, really, emotional attachment to the other people around her and things like that, which can be a good thing if those other people are willing to attach to her in that way, are able to open up to her in that way, are able to communicate with her in that way. But everyone is not, you feel me? Everyone isn't so like everybody isn't emotional for that. But like I said, I don't believe that she really, her initial goal was to go solo or anything like that. I don't see that. I do think she wanted to be in a group. She was wholeheartedly invested in a group. However, like I said, with that mutability and those emotions, she's emotional. And when her emotions change, she's liable to change with it. She's liable to go with the flow on away from you. Flow right on, flow right on out there on you, like straight up. Flow right on away. You never to return, straight up. Let it go, let it flow, let it go, let it. Tony tried to tell ya. Everything's gonna work out right, Pisces, be listening to flowing away from your ass. Alright, y'all, I'm done. Y'all know I gotta mess with y'all a little bit, but for real though, I do have that propensity to want to escape. You know what I mean? Keep those rose-colored glasses, wanting to live in an illusion, wanting to live in a dream where I always wanting to see the best of things, you know what I mean? So, that can get them in trouble as well. However, they can also be talented, you know what I mean? They can also, she was, a lot of times with Pisces, you'll see like, whatever they did, like they always did it, like they were raised that way from a kid, like they were almost bred to do what they were. Like they're almost like Like Pisces is like the ultimate like showbiz kid, like just molded into what they're going to be kind of thing. It's like that ultimate lack of ego, but like it works out for them in the end because it usually pays off. You see what I'm saying? But you'll see that where they were like bred to be whatever they were going to be. Like they didn't. It wasn't them establishing themselves or them making an ego decision. It was like placed upon them. Like you're going to be an actor. Like you're going to be a singer. Like they were always that. Like you're going to be a boxer. Like Floyd. Think of Floyd Mayweather. He's a Pisces. Like he been boxing since he was a kid before he could even think to even. You see, because his daddy was a boxer. Like with her, she's a Pisces. She was bred to do that. You see what I'm saying? From a young age, she never really had, but she probably enjoyed it. Like I said, she has that water. She wants to move people. She wants to create that vibe. She wants to create that wave. So this just allowed her to get all of that expression, all that creativity out of her. So she may not, get lost in illusion in her real life, but that don't always work for them. But it is always good for a Pisces to have a creative outlet because they are so prone to escapism and they are so broad and they are so nebulous and they do have so much going on in their head. It's good for them to have a way to express it, and it can't be words. Remember that emotion. So they're gonna have to, like I said, get into the arts, get into that wave, get into that vibe. So pretty much a lot of the times you'll see that Pisces will be more of a reflection of their environment as opposed to them making, just that decision for who they're going to be and like just standing on it and them really decide who they are. They'll be more so of a reflection of their environment or what they're raised around, who they're around. So you always have to keep that mirror effect in mind when you think of Pisces. You always have to think that reflection aspect in mind when you think of Pisces. You always have to keep that nebulousness in mind, that everything is everything. A lot of times they'll just be a reflection. This is water. Sometimes they'll just reflect back to you what you're giving to them. Remember, they always consider everybody. They always consider everything, everyone's emotions. They're going to meld into the environment. So a lot of times they'll just be a reflection or a result of said environment. So you can see that at times. So pretty much niggas just get lost in the sauce. That's all that means for real. Niggas be lost in the sauce, but it is what it is. So we got to get into Kameelah, Sun and Pisces. We got to check out Neptune, see how that Neptune sometimes can cause her to escape, cause her to want to run away, But that Jupiter in nature, allowed her to, just, you see the best in things sometimes. She might overdo it sometimes, but this is also going to give her a great deal of belief in, herself and her group. This is going to allow her to explore her dreams, even though they may turn into illusions and nightmares at times. Hey, it is what it is. So, as always, thanks for watching. Make sure you kick back with part 3. Let me know what you think down below. Come on with it.